Hey, good morning. About to pull this card, starting off a little slow, trusting that I'll be okay, trusting in the universe that I could take my time to do the things I gotta do. I was gonna try to work on some dolls, and then I just thought I need to pull this card for the day. So, oh yeah, yesterday I met up with a friend that I met in Slab City, and we went to go play bingo, and she had already had a friend there at the bingo place, and then two other friends arrived. And then one friend, she was really sweet. She was really trying to get me to go over to their place after bingo to stay the night and shower and eat food and all this stuff. And as nice as it sounds, I mean, I didn't want to go, and I was just like, nah, I'm alright. And they were kind of pressing it, but I was like, I really didn't want to go, so I didn't go. Um, and then this morning I woke up, and I knew I really regret it because I really do like to do my hermit thing, And and I talked to another friend. Is like we wish we both had like loving partners who we could have partners in crime to travel with us along our mission or on our journeys and do things similar to us but not like the same as us, or like maybe work on a collaborative project with a partner and stuff. That would be nice. But the person that invited me over, like, I don't know, at the end of the day I'm just ready to go to sleep. And as much as they said like they wouldn't keep me up and stuff, I was like, I don't know. I think they would like very much be like wanting to be talkative and stuff. And it's funny. I just saw this video, and it was like introverts, like they lose once they lose their social abilities. It was like bingo was nice. It was like you just play bingo and you chime in every now and then. But after a point, I just like I get tired and I don't feel like socializing, and so I just didn't want to go over there. And then to also be in someone's space, and then you have to count on them to take you out of that space. Like, I guess I could like just leave the house and figure it out, but then I would have been in my head like, oh, that's rude. I should just hang out and just chill, feeling like really obligated to like do what I'm told. And so I didn't go over there. And I woke up this morning. Actually, I went to my spot where I go to sleep, and I relaxed a little bit before I got underneath all of my stuff, and I was just looking at the trees, like blowing in the wind, and looking up at the sky. It was a full moon last night. It just looked so beautiful, and I felt so like not contained. I felt like I was just me was spread it out into the space I was in, which I wasn't confined in the space. If I was indoors, and I'm not trying to like make anybody think the way I think, and I'm really being serious. Like if I was in someone else's space, I would have felt very contained, and I've gotten to the point I don't really like that feeling of being inside a space, and I look forward to like getting back outside when I'm indoors. I look forward to going back outside, so something going on. So I don't know. To me, that's a good thing. Another thing was I was like, I'm speaking to a lot of people who are asking my opinions about LA. They want to go to LA, and I don't want to like speak down on LA and discourage people from their journey, because one person's experience might not be another person's experience. And I met a lot of people in New York, from New York, in LA who loved LA. I met people in San Francisco who they were black but they loved it, and I'm black and I did not love it. And I was thinking like my reasons for why I didn't like it was because I was black and such a like dominantly white, and also you know um, Asian space. I don't know, it just felt very like I didn't feel welcome there. And my other friend, who's a Peruvian, um, also felt very the same way, and strangely we could talk about similar stuff, experiences, even though we are different. But some black people that I spoke to, they love San Francisco and they feel like San Francisco was just the bee's knees. And some black people loved LA and they weren't from LA, or they were from LA and they just like loved it. Or people that moved to LA, they loved it. So my friends who do want to go to LA, I don't want to like say anything to like dap it, like make them not want to go. Like I feel like you should just go and figure it out for yourself. So I tried not to say anything, but I don't know where I was getting at with that. But yeah, I lost it. But anyway, I don't know if that had anything to do with like. So I stayed the night at the person's house. No, I didn't stay the night at their house. Oh, I woke up this morning and I was just really happy. Oh, I was thinking like if I had stopped, like I'm moving around and I'm trying to figure out is there a place I really would want to settle down. And right now it's like I really want to go back to New York. I'm looking forward to going back to New York, but I don't want to stay in New York for winter. And I'm just like maybe I'll settle down in one spot and just settle down in the spot. But I don't. Right now, the way I'm feeling, I feel like if I don't keep on living like this, and if one day I do settle down, I'm gonna regret settling down. Like I'm gonna be like, I'm probably always gonna be like, oh, I wish I just kept on traveling and meeting people, cause as introverted as I am, I meet people, and then I'll move, I'll go to another location, and then sometimes I'll run into people who I met in another location, and I love those connections. And so, like the friend I saw last night was somebody I met in Slab City, which is in Southern California, and I was able to hang out with them for a little bit, and I probably will see them again while I'm here in Denver. And I love doing stuff like that. And it's a strong connection because we're so like-minded. We spoke about like once we stay in a spot too long, we start to get bored and depressed, and other things start to seep in once you start feeling like stuck. And a lot of people who I meet who are like this also experience that same type of feeling. Like they start to feel really depressed and stuck and confined once they get bored of being in a spot too long. So it was nice to like meet up with them for a little bit. But yeah, I woke up this morning and I was like, felt really good. I felt really well rested. It get really hot in the day. It got really hot yesterday, but last night it cools down. And I was thinking that I didn't need this jacket, and I was thinking I didn't need my sleeping bag. But I woke up in the middle of the night. It was really chilly, and I started off sleeping without my sleeping bag. But when it got chilly, I was like, oh, good thing I got my sleeping bag. So I got my sleeping bag, went back to sleep, and I just woke up feeling refreshed and ready to start the day. So it's like I like being outside. I can't really living like this. I meet a lot of people who say, "Oh, I can't stand being inside." Like, yeah, like I feel like I'm a dog scratching at the door when I'm inside. Like, "Ugh, get me out." But the thing was, with the meme was like when you lose your social abilities, it's like, yeah, I don't know, socializing makes me get really exhausted and I almost feel fake. Like with my friend who invited me, I love hanging out with her and we could really talk about like deeper things. And not to be like, arrogant about that, but when people start to like be too much energy, I get like, and then I have to engage and I have to give them my attention, I start to get very exhausted. So, and it was they had all been drinking, and I wanted to kind of drink, but it was like I don't really want to drink. But when you start drinking and you start getting loose, and I was like I don't really feel like dealing with all that. But anyway, I'm gonna pull this card. All right, Seven of Wands. Maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Seven of Wands. This means it's your wands are passion, but this means like you're in the battle, you're battling, you're fighting, and yeah, it means yeah, just like you're in the battle and you're fighting it. As far as I know, I'm gonna have to look up the other meanings, but it's a good card. It shows like you're not giving up, you're trying to fight the forces or fight towards your passion or whatever your passion is. It's a good follow up to the Page of Wands, because the Page of Wands was about naively like pursuing a passion project, not really well prepared, but because you were so confident that it didn't really matter. Like you just was confident about what it was you were gonna do, so you just went in, full force. And this shows like I guess you have the fortitude to fight for what it is you're willing to like manifest into the world. I'm gonna look up more meanings, but I like that for me. Today I'm feeling like I really feel like the cards are telling me to like be in a state of chill out and just like understanding that that is a part of what I have to do right now. It's hard to believe it or trust it. Um, but I'm still working, but just not trying to work so fast, and just trust that what I've done so far will be enough to sustain me until I'm ready to do the next thing. And I like Denver, and next month definitely I will be out to sell, and that'll be a whole nother experience. But then I'm also thinking maybe it's getting me ready for Portland. But I don't know. Everything is getting you ready for the next thing. So I'm gonna check out with some more meanings on that one. All right. Have a good day. For now. Hey, so I want to finish this on the seven of wands. And so what I said earlier was pretty much correct. It's a simple card. It's easy to learn. He's, it's about standing up for what you believe in, standing up for your project, like, because the wands is passion, so your passion project, standing up for your intuition. Like, sometimes people will doubt you or try to say you should be doing something else, or they're like talking down your dreams and stuff. But this card means that you need to stand up for yourself and stand up for your beliefs. And yeah, and pretty much like, your intuition is like more intuitive. Like sometimes some people might not see what it is you're doing or understand what it is you're doing, so you just have to like trust in your idea and stand up for it. One thing I was thinking, like, if it was for me, like, because I pulled it today. Well, yesterday I spoke about like when I ran into that guy that I knew from New York, and he was taking my like not being interested in what he was saying, or he took it that I wasn't interested in what he was saying, but it was just like I was saying, like, I'm not there yet, and I'm not about to do that yet, but I'll do it when I'm ready. And I I just had to ignore him at a point because it wasn't getting through to him. Another thing is like when my friend wanted me to come over to their place last night, and I just wasn't feeling it, and it's like I stood by, like, as soon as they asked, I was like, nah. And I tend to do that a lot because I don't like to be around people like too much or too long. And I used to feel bad about that. I used to feel like maybe I should try harder to be around people. But I did go out to play bingo and to hang out with my friend and their friends. But after that, I was like, okay, that's enough, And the person was really persistent about trying to get me to go over there. And I was like, no. I stood by my guns and I was like, nah. I don't know if, maybe it had been times that if a situation like that had arrived, I would have like given in and be like, okay, I'll go. But I know like that's not like my thing, so it wasn't my thing last night. So I said no. So that's it. Today was a chill day. I worked on a lot of dolls, and I had been meaning to make this video earlier to close up the, finish up the card or whatever. But yeah, just review, like just say it one more time. Like it's about standing up for your beliefs and your your project, your intuitive project. And yesterday I pulled the Page of Wands, and it goes pretty well with that card as well, because that card is all about this young person wanting to go out and explore and have experience, and just not being too well prepared for what they have at hand, but they're they believe in themselves so much, they're confident, and that they're just gonna go out and just figure it out. And even if it fails, at least they tried. And so, to follow up with that card, this is a good card because it's like just stand your ground and fight for what you believe in. And this person is fighting. It's usually a guy on a hill or a guy guarding a castle. Um, so all right, have a good one. Seven of wands. Have a good night. Somebody just gave me some sunglasses.